Hello guys! This is going to be a drawing tutorial on how to draw a jellyfish. And thank you so much for the request. Okay, and now there are a lot of different kinds of jellyfish, but we're just gonna go with a bit of a standard one. We will try to draw the jellyfish's head first. The head is going to look something like this, but a little bit blobbier, I guess. Is that the right word? I'm not sure, but we're going to make it a little bit rounder on the edges. And remember that this is a 3D shape. Maybe you can think of it as like a dome that has melted a little bit. And I'm gonna draw it again, like just so we can have enough space to do the tentacles. Are they called tentacles if they're on a jellyfish? Are they like stingers? I'm not sure, but we're going to draw this line in the middle. This is like a guide as a like how the tentacles are flowing, you know? Like it's because it's swimming in this direction, like this is where the imaginary spine would be. Jellyfishes don't have spines, but this is like the imaginary line of the whole flow. Alright, and the next thing we're going to do is going to draw the main stingers. They're going to roughly follow this flow, but it doesn't have to like follow them exactly. Remember that the middle line is just a guide and the jellyfish is pretty much free flowing. Okay, and next part is pretty cool, in my opinion. This is related to how to draw frills and laces and ribbons, but if you notice, I am following the guideline in a wavy pattern, like a pretty random wavy pattern, but this is going to be the part of the lace that is closest to us. Always start with the line that is closest to us. And then the next thing we're going to do is imagine this as like some sort of like a thin curtain or like a ribbon. And we're going to connect this part of the wavy line in a way. How do I explain this? It looks like a ribbon or like a thin piece of clothing that is in a wavy direction. So when there are those like peaks in the wavy lines, that's where we're going to see the end of the fabric of the stinger. Now this may look complicated at first, but like trust me, just try it once and you'll find that it's really simple. Okay, and what I'm doing here next is I'm adding more wavier lines along the guidelines. So it's like the thin fabric stinger is like way more wavier. it's really hard to explain, but that's the jellyfish is just full of waves. Now that's one stinger done, but I would like to add a few more. I'm just gonna add like 2 more here. So I'm adding the guidelines first, just repeating the whole process, adding the wavy lines, making it look like a ribbon, and then adding more wavy lines, just repeating it 2 more times. I also added a little bit more detail to the head so that it looks like it's more 3D and it has like little stripes on it. And there we go. I am finishing up the 3 main stingers. And notice how they're all following roughly the line of motion in the middle. And what I noticed about jellyfish is that a lot of the times they have like these big main stingers and they have little stingers on the side. So the lines outside is what those are. And here's the line art process. I'm speeding through this a little bit, but you can see that as I'm drawing the very little wavy lines, I am making it kind of shaky on purpose because that just fits how I just feel like that just fits the jellyfish's vibes. And on the fabric, the lines are a little bit curved toward the inside, which makes it look more thin. So that's what I'm going for here. If you think the process of doing the main stingers is a little bit complicated, I will go over this more in the future when I explain more about drawing ribbons, laces, and frills. They're really fun. Now, after I drew the line art, I noticed that the middle seems a little bit off, so I am fixing it a little bit. So that's what's happening here. Just moving the line a little bit to the center. And alright, we're going to go into coloring now. Now coloring is probably almost as important when you're drawing a jellyfish because they are so vibrant and very colorful. So what I did first was I just put a blue background, and then now I'm going to color the jellyfish with a base color. I am using a lighter shade of blue. But I feel like if you're drawing a jellyfish, you can go like adventurous. You can like make it neon green or pink, and like people would still be able to tell that's a jellyfish. It would actually be a very fabulous jellyfish. I think that'd be cool. So you can kind of do whatever you want. And this is just my technique, but when I'm drawing something that is a little bit translucent, like a bubble or something like this, I go with the base color and then a deeper color and then highlights. So 3 is the magic number when you're drawing something like this. So after I did the base colors, I'm doing these shadows, and it doesn't have to be super accurate, just has to make it look somewhat three-dimensional. And now I can go in for the highlights. With this one, I'm going as like a very white blue, like almost pure white, but usually I don't really go for the pure whites in these cases. So this is the color I picked, and you can see that this jellyfish has like a shining middle, and the highlights are going to be kind of along the edges. When you're drawing these highlights, like I made them as like a line, but I think you can just make them as like dots along the edges. I think that will also be cool. I found a lot of jellyfish pictures have like these dots of lights. I think that's really cool. That's really pretty. You can make them any color you want, I feel like. It's a jellyfish. Jellyfish are free. And now for the final step, I am going to draw the little stingers that are along the outside. Make them sort of follow the guidelines. And there we go. Yay! So how do you think I did? This is my jellyfish, and I think it'll be really cool if you guys draw a jellyfish for the art side quest number 2. Now again, you can do it just as freely as you want. You can just incorporate the jellyfish into your drawing, or just draw a jellyfish of like your favorite kind of jellyfish, or you can just try to copy this one if that's what you want to do, or it doesn't have to be exactly like this, and just have fun. That's the best part about drawing, right? Just have fun. So I hope you guys like this tutorial, and I'll see you later. It's really hot outside, so we will always remember to take care of ourselves and stay hydrated. Now won't we?